Welcome back to the Comedy Store Doorcast. I am your host, Luke Schwartz. I have a bunch of fellow employees here today. Not so much door guys, but it's a good crew. To my left, I have Vinny Farricielli. Farricielli?
Farricielli.
You say Farricielli.
Farricielli, yeah.
It's Farricielli.
Farricielli.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. You work the bar and you do serving.
Yes, I do.
Cool. And then across, also a server and a bartender, Aimee Murray.
Hello.
Hello, good. Very quiet, not in the mic. And then she's just a fan, not a podcaster, so it's okay. She's a big fan of the podcast. That's how she got on. And then also Rob Van Guelpen, longtime bartender, and before that, maybe the best waitress we ever had.
First male cocktail server.
First male cocktail server in the history of the building.
What a
wow,
mistake.
that's pretty. For who?
Me.
How long ago was that? Like that depressing?
May 2011.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over a decade.
We did it.
Yeah.
A decade. And another one. Year.
Plus one.
Yeah.
And then another couple months.
So over a decade.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How many hours?
Pretty much over a decade as far as I'm concerned. As always, if you tip at the door and leave a say the Doorcast, we will shout you out on the pod. This week we are saying happy birthday to Kate from Webb and Kim.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
Kate.
to Kate.
Happy birthday.
Way to go. Been seeing Mike Z and Big Bad Brad around. They're always dropping money in and being nice and like they're good people. They're out front people. Rob is looking confused. They're front people.
I'm very isolated.
You are way back there. Yeah, in the back. And then Gino from Speedweed. Gino's always helping out with Speedweed, and if you need some weed, Speedweed is a way to go for it. Other than that, I didn't get a lot of texts about that thing, but we have a free show for now every Wednesday in the Belly Room at 10 or 10:30. Come at 10, and you'll see a free show. All the door guys go up, and it's a lot of fun. Those have been a lot of fun recently. So, Rob, you've been working here 11 and change.
That's it.
God damn, bro. How does that feel?
It doesn't feel that good.
Yeah. Right.
But as far as bar and serving jobs go, I'm not like, oh, man, I should go find another job. Like every other job I've had, I was like,
You pretty much were.
get me out.
You were a server and a bartender for a little bit, and then it was just bartender. But you were a server for like 5-6 years.
Yeah, probably, right in the middle, 5.5.
Yeah, much better. You were really great at it too. Really like quiet in the room, efficient, no
Very aggressive
complaints.
with customers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
that's good.
stern.
That's good.
I love
like.
Rob's serving stories. I love them.
Yeah,
have a
I
bunch of
mean, I
one-liners.
wish all servers were a little quieter and a little more stern.
Just be mean.
Yeah,
They're going to tip what they're going to tip, mostly.
yeah. Get it. Just get it done.
true.
And God, and honestly, no one in this room is a big problem. That's kind of also another reason I had you on. But I mean, I'm sure everyone has beef with coworkers, and I hate most of them. But
Everyone in this room.
yeah, everyone in this room is very chill. But Rob's now bartending. I'm sure you like that much better.
It was a good switch.
Why was so hostile in the beginning, you think?
Like why I don't like people?
Yeah.
The customers here are really very dumb.
Yeah.
They like pretend they don't know what 2 drink minimum means a lot. And you're like, well, I don't. They used to ask if food could be a drink, and you're like, what are you talking about?
At other clubs, there's a 2-item minimum.
That would make sense. You could
Yeah.
ask, is food an item? I mean, yeah, it sure is. It can never be a drink.
Yeah. Well, can food ever be a drink? Wow. Well, if your blender is good enough,
Do you
yeah.
have a blender? No, we don't.
I hardly
We used to.
mixer. Yeah. Tony is trying to say something from the booth, but really is just distracting. And shut up,
yeah.
producer Tony, engineer. Okay, thank you. Enough. How mean you are to customers is how I treat Tony. It's just like,
tell.
hey, don't get too big for your britches over there, computer boy.
Computer boy.
Yeah, so he makes the thing run. It's very nice of him. He's good at his job.
Beep, boop, beep.
Yeah. Any like blowout things that we were like, I'm done serving. Like I'm done.
No, like my first actual shift here, I thought I left like going, I don't think
You can.
I can't hang, dude. The servers were vicious. It was a Tuesday night. Tuesday night was like everything else I'd ever seen in the Comedy Store was like 20% capacity. And then
Right.
Tuesday night,
You
is like,
started
all
in the
right,
dark time.
You're starting in main
Yeah.
room. It's tripping on Tuesday, and it's packed to the gills. And like it was like a battle. It was wild.
Yeah.
people were getting like hit with shoes and things. Like there were fights. It was super fun though. But it became like that's the only shift you wanted to work back then because if you could work it, you could make money. Otherwise, if there's nobody to sell to, you can't make anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And there were much less people working here too. We have like a huge amount of people working now.
Yeah, there was no security.
Oh no. Oh, we were door guys were security.
Door guys were security.
You didn't know this?
No.
Up until the shooting, there was no security here. We were like everyone who's like 5'8" and under is like had to like kick customers out who were much bigger than and that's why like no one got kicked out ever. We're like, come on, get out of here, and they were like, we're gonna sit here. And we're like, I guess you are gonna sit there. That's fine.
That's where Richie came in.
Bully.
Yeah. Well, our HR department, you know that. Here's Richie.
Hey, Richie.
Yeah, here's Richie as our HR department. It's changed a lot then.
It's changed a lot. I mean, we used to start potluck Sunday and Monday. Mm-hmm. No customers.
Right.
I would police like the semicircle of where comics were allowed to have access to, and new people would sit in there, and I'd be like, "What are you doing?" I treat him like a customer. I'd be like, "Hey man, it's 2 drinks. What can I get for you?" They're like, "Oh, I'm a comic." I'd be like, "What are you doing?
Yeah, great.
Get out of here."
Yeah, and you knew.
Can I buy a Coke? No!
Because it was... and you knew they were comics. You just wanted to give them a
Yeah,
because they're like solo and a slob.
I'd watch them sit, and I'd just say, "Hey, is that a customer?" They'd be like, "No." I'd be like, "Cool.
Here I go.
See what I can do with this."
Yeah, you make your own fun here sometimes, especially if you've been working a long time. Like, you have to kind of make up little games and stuff. Oh, yeah. You guys... How long have y'all been here? You were here before the pandemic?
Yeah, so I'm coming up on like 3 years.
Wow.
3.5.
That's it. It feels like.
I know, right?
I assume everybody's here the same amount of time as me.
Right. I thought it was less, but yeah.
Yeah. Pandemic year, minus a year.
Right. Sure.
Ish.
And Aimee?
A year and a half.
Yeah. All post, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But you had been here a bunch as like a fan?
Yeah, I started coming here in 2017 just to hang out.
She reminded me that she like remembered me, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
Like,
I'm sure I'm sorry. For
hey,
whatever.
Luke, you made me cry, so it's fine. It's all good. You know?
So I'm good at my job too.
He's like, I'm nice now. It doesn't count. I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh, it counts. I'm just sorry about whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you remember why I made you cry?
It was after a bad potluck set. And you're like,
you went up?
No.
Oh, okay.
You did.
Oh.
And you were really upset.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kill Tony was going on. It was really busy outside.
Yeah.
And I was like, you did so good. You're like, shut up. I didn't do good. I was like, whoa. I'm just here having fun. I don't, okay, whatever. I was like, you get it next time. You're like, I'm over it. Kill Tony, this and that. I was like, okay. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next week, okay?
Yeah, you kind of were asking for it.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, if I did have a bad set and you saw me at a bad set and then you say good set, I'm not going to be.
Well, you might have had one good joke or something that I liked.
Just one.
Yeah.
It's a maybe.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's 3 minutes, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and not the way I do it, but yeah, it is. I run that bitch every time. I run that light on a potluck, not on the Wednesday show because that's better. But I'm really sorry again.
No problem.
For the yes, I am sorry. Good. Yeah, I searched for it and it was there. For real. Has anyone have you cried a lot since?
Since working here?
Yeah,
or,
since working here. I've only cried like once or twice because of this place, I think.
Interesting.
I think
I've ever cried during work.
Yeah. Well, not during. Yeah.
Because of work.
Yeah.
Oh, it was during work. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
The cooler?
Because of work. Yeah. In the cooler? No, I'll cry in front of anybody. I don't
She
care.
does. Sometimes Aimee will set up like weeping. And you're like, it's one of those days.
Yeah, I'm like setting up the menus. I'm like, don't talk to me. Okay?
Yeah. That's how I was. You couldn't see.
Like,
that's what I was like after potluck, and you still went for it.
I know. I just got to get the cues down.
No crying for Vinny.
No crying, yeah.
What? I mean, you're just a happy guy. You always kind of like are pretty chill. I've never really seen you upset.
Well,
until the dishwasher doesn't work.
Like the last 2 days have been a nightmare because of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have no dishwasher?
That's a very comedy
hand
sort
washing.
The
thing.
whole weekend.
We lost the other one too?
Yeah. Now they're both working tonight, so that's
Oh, man.
right on. But
Cool.
The most comedy store thing is to have like the most integral pieces of equipment break, and then like have a brand new something that no one uses.
And then also like, oh, we don't have enough glassware for all the drinks.
Yeah, sure.
We need to run this right now.
Yeah.
You have to keep up.
I have no shorts. Oh, perfect. I have no shot glasses. Great. It's great.
Yeah. Are you yelling at servers to like clean their sections and stuff and like?
Rebus.
I only started to when a dishwasher broke, but like I've given up. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
They're not capable.
You know, I was hanging out and someone said about Rob, like Rob chooses someone he hates every night, and that's the person that really gets punished, and it's always one of them. It's always one person, but yeah. But like if she's not there, then it's a rotating cast of like who
I'm nicer with the new people
gets
than I
it.
was previously. I got treated really poorly when I started.
Oh,
Me too, and I only started like 3 years ago.
That's
as I said.
interesting because
Yeah.
I was
probably some of me, but
no, you were all right.
You're
weren't,
friendly,
like,
me.
yeah.
You were just like, yeah.
I
You are
also
friendly.
I don't give a lot of time to people who are here for like a year
Right.
or so. Like I just
makes
like
sense.
yeah, we'll see if you stick. Like I'm not gonna waste
We hire a lot of good
emotional
people, but we
energy.
hire a lot of creeps too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. There are a lot of mistakes
feel 'em out
go
first.
into the hiring process here. Yeah. But it's most people are anyway. Most people are okay now. I was gonna say, but then I don't know if I agree with that.
Keep it real
You're shouting a lot behind the bar,
all the time.
regardless. Yeah. Regardless, happy or
That's
sad. Yeah.
They're always like, "Shut up!" With them, mainstream guys will be like, "Hey, could you keep it down?" I'm like, "I'm not sure if I can." I never say yes.
You don't
a
ever
maybe.
say yeah. It is a nightmare when the bar is like blasting music and then like Rob and Merv are just like it's
Merv
just
whispering is a foghorn.
God damn, yeah. And I go, this is really bad for business. It's really a bad look for
Be funnier.
having
Be
fun.
funnier.
Yeah, they're having more fun than the showroom, and then everyone there is going like, "Can you close the door?" And I'm like, that would make sense.
It's like
wouldn't
the
it?
OR window being open. Like, why are these people outside having more fun than us in here? It's supposed to be.
Well, sometimes you see less
Rough.
fun out there, and then
Yeah,
you're like, I'm
see
glad
nothing.
I'm
Well,
here.
you know,
one
good for you then.
sad
You made the
person.
right
For an hour
choice.
and a half.
Yeah. I do like when it's like very empty on the patio. That's really nice. It's been pretty like because the shows are like happening and then there's like nothing's let out yet. We've been telling like knock jokes and like street jokes out there. It's like really fun to do. Like, hey, did you hear the one about the rabbi? You know, like all that kind of. That's been really fun out there. Shout out Joel Jimenez. Yeah, Vinny, serving. You prefer serving or bartending?
Bartending.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Amy?
50-50.
Wow. Why?
Because when you do the front bar, you have to be like super on and talking to people all day. And then when you do the back bar, you're like, it's the servers and they're just staring at you. It's really intense, you know? And then serving, I could just.
Why is that intense? They're staring at you?
Yeah.
Because they're waiting for drinks?
There's like 97 tickets and you're like making everything and they're like, it's just a lot.
You get like the peaks, like
Yeah, like, is my ticket,
those, like-
am I up yet? I'm like, you're not. If you were, it would be right there, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not Rob. I'm not going to be like, it would be right there, you know, like Rob would say.
I say, look at the tickets one more time.
Yeah.
You're never
See, they're
gonna
gonna change.
Yeah.
You're moving down
Back
a
of the
line.
line. Back of the line.
God, push those tickets farther away. You'll be in the other well.
That's old. Yeah, that's
I'm
back
putting
in
you to the
old
other
school
side.
comedy store shit. Yeah.
Huck
Well,
does not make drinks.
yeah. Well, I never met Huck. Huck was
Thank you.
oh my god.
Huck was pre-Hart.
Yeah.
Or
Pre-heart?
yeah, Hart the
Yeah,
bartender.
Yeah.
And Hart's been here a long time, but like did they work together?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They were a team forever.
Yeah.
Weekend team.
Because Mitzi would always hire Thai bartenders because they were because she liked them and they also like she like pretty much like very little English Thai people, so they like wouldn't fraternize and like they like keep the drinks flowing.
So weird.
It's little weird tricks and tips that were based in race and
Hart has just started to tell me those stories.
very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Hart's third generation of all bartenders. Period. I think Tony was the first guy, then Huck was the took over, and Hart is
Huck
the last.
has some story, but like how were you treated? Like what were they doing to new guys back then?
Every time I went to get my drinks at the well, Merv or Lucas would fire hose spray me with the gun every time.
Oh yeah, you
Not a
did-
joke. I
yeah.
would go up to get my drinks.
You put the thumb in front of the soda gun.
Yeah. You make a little squirt gun. So
Yeah.
I would go to get my drinks.
done that to me.
And like it's a game. They would know. And I'd be like, huh! And I would duck for like I dodge it a lot, but it was like after like 6 months, I was like, hey, I don't want to do this every time anymore.
Yeah.
Just coming
Can
home
we,
soaked.
Yeah.
can we stop?
And then
Going
they stop.
to the showroom.
Yeah,
just
just stop.
so-
Yeah, they're like, all right,
just
yeah,
had
cool,
to ask
no
them.
problem. Yeah, 100%.
You used to have long hair back then.
I did,
Too.
I had
it was
long
like
hair.
down past
What?
the chin.
And it was all hand washing then.
Yeah, and he didn't
Took
tie
over
it back.
your
It looked really not as good.
It was 1970s long.
It was
like-
1970s long, and it was
Oh.
like straight down with a little curl.
Like
at
when
the
it
end.
was growing, it was the Beatles, and then it grew in, and it was like
and
70s.
you know, I
Jefferson
really was
Starship.
like, I liked Rob, and then I kept telling him to cut his hair. I really did, and then he did, and I was like so grateful.
Yeah, it's better.
You look great.
It's better. Thank you.
You look so handsome now.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really like I could see you. You're not like, yeah.
It was a rough time to start as the first guy server and have
And,
the look,
like,
and
yeah.
like Brent Morin would just make fun of me on. He'd be like, "Oh, I'll stop doing my jokes now. Look at this server we've got." It's fantastic. Rick Ingram was good. He would like,
Yeah.
you know, what would he say? He'd go, "Hey, oh, give it up, guys. It's Rob. That's our first male cocktail server. He's just like a Ken doll. Great to look at. No penis."
So you're catching it all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jeff Garland, main room sold out. I'd be on like front row on my knees going up, and he'd go, "What are you doing, dude?" I'd be like, "Serving drinks."
Yeah.
He'd be like, "You're a cocktail server here?" I'd be like, yeah. He'd be like,
Stop.
"You look pretty good on your knees. You'll do fine." I'd be like,
Cool. Yeah. Well, you saw I got the last laugh in that one, though. Yeah.
I barely even remember it.
Now you got hired on the Goldberg. Yeah. Yeah. Any comics ever call you two out on stage? From the stage, rather?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like not in just a give it up for the servers kind of way, but like people going like, look at this.
Dean got me. He didn't. I was pretty new, and he was just like, "What are you doing, dude?" And I was just like, "I work here." Like pointing at the shirt. He's like, "Oh," and that was it. It was just like, okay. And then Jeff Garland as well, actually. He like,
Well, Jeff Garland's looking for distraction.
Yeah.
Because he brings no
belly
material. So he's just like riffing whatever. Like, yeah.
And he's probably looking for the pretty cocktail servers and like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I think it was Harlan Williams. He's like, I had a full tray and I was in the front, but I used the small tray. And he's like, he says the comment, whatever.
Yeah,
Can
he's
you
always-
stop interrupting my set, whatever.
Yeah.
And the whole tray just went everywhere. Front row, all over everyone. 2 PBRs shot down, boom, everywhere.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
I'm
it's like a firework fountain.
He goes, "Now give it up for her." And I'm like, "Oh my God." It's like my 3rd week here. I'm like, "I quit. I'm crying. I can't do this." You know?
That was a crying one?
Yeah. I'm like, I go back. I'm like, "Hey, Josh." He's like, "Nope." I'm like, "Oh my God, this is so, I quit. I can't do this."
Oh my God. Yeah. It's not an easy job. You know, as much shit as I give all the bad servers who are really bad and suck, I could never do the job. It's really a hard job. Like, I can't.
They're doing
like,
their best. They're just bad.
Yeah, but that's why a little bit why I'm mad at them. But like, I get so mad at that. Yeah. And I don't know, but I could never do the job.
I think Doug Stanhope called me out too. I was serving in the front row in the main room, sold out, packed, and I had a benefit shirt on that was just, it's cut in the front, and he's like, "Whoa, you did that on purpose," and because my boobs were out a little bit, and he's like, "Whoa, yeah, I'm gonna need another drink for this." I'm like, "Oh my God."
Wow.
Oh.
Yikes. Not a great story.
kind of creep.
Yeah. But a lot of servers will, cut their shirts to get more tips. Yeah.
They kind of had to call "Don't do that anymore" when Laura was. Did you hear when Laura was here?
Yeah, and Alex Phillips. Alex Phillips used to cut up his shirts too because he's a hot chick. And he we were like, "Hey, stop doing it. Stop it."
That's so funny.
Yeah, he cut the collar off and he would fray the sleeves and stuff. And
Yeah, Laura would split them on the sides and weave them on the side.
Yeah.
Dazzle the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
wear a blue wig too. So they had to be like, no more costumes.
Yeah, it's like really it's not about you. Just the show's going on. And that's what the servers really. We had Eleanor on this podcast. She was talking about how Mitzi would fire people just because they were doing a little thing, and God, so many servers would not. Dana would not have a job here. Dana's just so loud. I can't. And I was gonna pussyfoot around, but Dana in the room. has gotten complaints from like in the past 2 weeks, like 4 or 5 comics that I've seen. Comics from the stage going like, hello, are you guys fighting back there? And it's like her like going, another Pabst. like great. Really, really bad. So Dana, big fan of you personally and professionally. Please please don't yell at me.
It's an all or nothing kind of voice.
Yeah, she's all in.
No.
Yeah, that's very easily manageable. Like she could really talk and not scream. That'd be great. That'd be super good.
I believe the words that are coming out of your mouth, but I haven't seen them in action.
Right, no. And it's very possible for her to do this. I guarantee it.
See it.
Right. You could hear the gee. But there's some others.
Even just being a guest here, when I would come and she was my server, I'm like, oh my gosh. And when I started, I was like, you used to serve me all the time. I know exactly who you are.
Yeah,
you don't even have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Were you ever a
that's
customer
right.
here?
No, I think I came to one show before I started working here.
As like a tourist thing with friends or whatever.
It was like
just
the
like a
fir-
night on the tent. Yeah.
Literally,
It's like a Vargas show?
I think it was Roast Battle, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was,
interesting.
was a fan.
Prime roast battle time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. 6-7 years ago.
I didn't make your drinks. I didn't work Tuesdays back then.
Do you have a set schedule bartending? Or?
We did for years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's how it should be, I think.
I'm on either side of the fence.
There's flexibility. Yeah. God, I got interrupted so much this week.
This week.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're stories from this week. Do customers ever? I mean, and they just must it must be hard to like get a card from them and like do all this stuff. Like, I wouldn't want to put down a card.
It's a lot.
Some are
Especially if they-
combative, and you're like, I'm going to give it right back to you. I promise you. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I can't.
Except that, they forget the card and they leave a lot of the time. And
Yeah.
like sometimes servers don't get it back to them. And like,
I
yeah.
said that to people.
Yeah.
Literally, they just either left or I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I tell them in the front bar when they open a tab. I'm like, don't forget it. Okay, 11:40. I'm gonna do last call.
Yeah.
I'm up
Adult,
here.
get your card.
Yeah, you're gonna have 10 drinks. That's fine.
There's a
Back.
lost and found box of cards that holds like 3x5 notebook or 3x5 note cards.
Yeah.
And it is close to full.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just
Well,
like
we never turn it over. It's like
hundreds and hundreds
the
of
same
cards.
cards from 10 years
Well,
ago.
I mean, people come back and I've given cards, but it just keeps getting replenished
Oh, yeah.
way
Oh, yeah.
quicker.
Oh,
than
yeah.
it
Definitely.
gets emptied. I had a lady when I was doing the spiel, phones on silent, 2-drink minimum, all that stuff, and just kept like interrupting me. And she was with her husband, or I think they were married. And I just stopped talking and I looked at them. And they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, you keep interrupting me talking while I'm doing my job.
And
so
I
I'm just
have
gonna
to do this.
I'm just gonna I'm telling you the rules and you're not listening to the rules.
Yes.
So you're gonna be bad in the showroom. I'm saying I said all that. I spelled it out and like, you're interrupting me. And they were like so taken aback that
It's a teaching moment.
that's just like, but yeah, and people really, we talked about this last week, don't get put in their place as adults in a lot of places
not
until they
expecting
come
it.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not
especially as a
expecting it from us
customer.
At all.
Yeah, it's just like,
At all.
And when you do it, they look at you like,
Yeah.
but
like
they're
deer in
shocked. They're
headlights,
like, they're spending money at this place. I go, well, I make this place work
right.
well,
Yeah.
so
We're
that's
working
why you
here.
give
What
us
do you-
your money.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take a break. And
Also,
just
if we
like-
have to lose 2 to have everybody have a good time, we'll lose the 2.
Oh, and we are sold out every night. We go, bye, goodbye. That people will get tipped better inside because you're gone, because they're not being
Goodbye.
annoyed by like you right next to them.
There could be celebration tipping.
And sometimes it's well-meaning people who are like, yeah, okay, 2 drinks, yeah, okay, phone's on silent, phone's going on silent, buddy, my phone is going on. I go,
Oh.
why are you what don't talk.
Just do.
Listen to me.
do
I'm still talking. I didn't invite you to speak. I said, any questions? There's no question and answer. I got you, dog. I'll get you all the information.
The whole
Get it all
experience
for
tonight's
you.
going to be listening, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I've been saying a thing recently. I was like, hey, if people are like seem like that, I go, hey, let the show come to you. We will do everything else, and that like gives them a little clue that they shouldn't be doing too much. But yeah,
Don't say the punchline out loud.
Or like, don't say, "Oh, me too." Yeah, I go to the store sometimes. I go to the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Somebody in the
Good. Shout out to Thirster, the best water, the best. Then they make grape juice. They're sponsored this show. I know I got some geyser today, but who cares?
We had Thirster grapefruit juice cans we could have grabbed.
Yeah, Thirster grapefruit juice is actually pretty good, and their pineapple juice is fine. But Rob made some passion fruit juice the other day. That was amazing from his passion fruit vines. Are there any comics that, as servers? Well, I'll ask the good question first. That you really like on stage, like that is just like you go in the room, you're happy that they're on stage.
First one that comes to mind is Eleanor.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Well, she gets the plight.
Yeah.
She gets everything. She's been around for 75 years here.
Yeah, she makes it fun.
Yeah. What about? Good. Okay. Vinny, you got
I feel like Adam Ray has given us like shout
yeah.
outs and shit. He's
dope.
always
Yeah.
he's super nice.
one of the best openers we have, and in the middle he always cries. He does very well. I get mad at him how consistent he is.
Yeah,
He's very good at comedy.
Just relaxed.
Yeah, he's relaxed and he like sings a little bit, but then he doesn't rely on that too much, and he has like punchlines and really good jokes. I'm like, you fucking asshole. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else.
I think Mark Ellis.
Mark Ellis.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say.
he's
Former door guy.
Yeah, he's like,
Always,
shout out
always,
to
always
bar
is.
staff, servers.
Rick Ingram, always fun.
Oh yeah,
Always the best.
always fun.
Yeah, he's easy to watch.
Yeah.
For sure. And speaking of easy to watch, Argus has been crushing it recently.
Oh, that's great.
And he's just he's doing so well. And then the other I don't agree with his politics at all. I think like he's so wrong in a lot of ways. I still laugh at the jokes because they're funny, stupid, silly jokes. Yeah. And like this woman came out to smoke a cigarette, and he was on stage. It was only the second comic. She's like, "Ugh, I had to get out of there." I was like, "What? You didn't like Argus?
Yeah.
The old guy on stage?" She's like, "No, I did not." and like seemed very like normal, like middle America, like smoking a cig, had her like tank top on and was like in shorts and flip flops and stuff. And I was like, you should like this stuff. But, usually this is your demo. Is like
Shorts
Get
and
back in there.
Angry Moms on Vacation is like, yeah, that's like his
Wait another minute,
bread and
you'll
butter.
like it. You'll like it.
I don't know if you need another like Sambuca shot or whatever, but like I need to get you something. And she was just like, and I was like, I don't know. I think he's really funny. And she goes, yeah, but is he? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally
Yes.
everyone else. Like
He's crushing in there.
was the
Yes.
only
she was just like she was just not into it. It was like that has not happened for a very long time that I've seen. Someone hating Argus. I don't know.
So like early on in the show too.
Yeah, the second
Sat
comment.
down
Yeah.
for like 10
Yeah.
minutes.
She just needs a cigarette.
That's
Yeah,
Comedian
well,
she-
I think she really hated it.
Yeah, I love it.
Like, it's bizarre to me. Yeah, it's just bizarre. But I had friends visit, and they shout out David and Lindsay, David Selman, who listens.
Friend.
A friend, and he came by and was like, they were doing like date night or whatever, and I sat him in the main room for the first part, and they were like, Argus was on fire. And there was like, yeah, hell yeah.
yeah, it was.
And then they saw the opener in the original room, and they were like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think this comic is bad for comedy.
Nice.
Not like bad at comedy, but like bad for the art of comedy." There's a couple people that I just really think are very nice people.
And that's it.
And that's what I think about their comedy too. But they were like, well, "Wow, what a change!" Yeah. But Pete Holmes dropped in. That was a really cool thing to see. Yeah, and they were like, they're excited to see Pete Holmes. Yeah, it was a fun night to bring people
Your
here.
weekend.
Yeah. Are there things that because you all are good, I think, at the job. Are there? I want to ask, like, indelicately, what are people doing badly that you work with? Like, what could be so easily improved on?
Let me go.
Yeah.
2017.
Besides just like attitude, like just generally like shut up, like, yeah.
People could be a little bit faster with ringing stuff in, server wise, right? That would help.
I do see a lot of lollygagging and leaning
Lollygag.
without cleaning.
And like looking for an item in the computer. Oh, you've been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
They're the
change.
same.
Yeah, there's not a lot of new
change.
people right now.
No, and even so, just look through the computer. It's always going to be the same. It's not. It just blows my mind sometimes. People looking for drinks. I'm like, what do you? I can't wait to see what's on his ticket. And it's like margarita, Pabst. You're like,
How did that take?
what did you find?
Yeah, it's not a grasshopper mango. Yeah, like exactly. Yeah, that's.
Also, you said Sambuca earlier. We don't have that.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, don't.
Well, people listen and they order it.
Yeah.
Our servers don't know we don't have it.
Okay, no, there's no Sambuca.
People will ring in
Anything in the
liquor
computer
that we haven't had for months.
Yeah, and you go.
Is there a button for it, or do they have to type it in?
They're,
A little bit of both.
yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
they'll
The
write
type-
it in, be
yeah.
like, oh, bullet. Like, when's the last time we had bullet?
I'm like,
But they will have
I'll
things
give
like
you
grasshopper too, and be like, what is that? And they're
Yeah.
like, I don't know. And I'm like, can we make it? And they're like, I don't know. Can you make it? And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
what is this?
Yeah,
What are
and
you
also the
talking
bartenders
about?
at the store, I mean, don't have to be like real bartenders. It's a very different gig than like actual. What are they? What are the cocktail
Baristas.
like baristas
Yeah.
or is that
I
their
don't know. Mixologist.
mixologist is the
there we
word I
go,
was
there we
looking
go.
for. Thank you,
There
boys.
we go.
A liquor chef.
Yeah, a liquor chef. Yeah, because you'll make a big tub of the margarita and like pour it in for the whole
Not
night.
anymore.
so.
Not anymore. That's over. We used to do Mai Tais and margaritas in Long Island in batches.
That I mean, but that's still kind of that makes sense for the volume that we're doing, and you're still getting a decent enough.
I think
drink,
it's
but
slower to pour from a large. I don't know. I'd rather
Yeah,
make
I'd
a
rather just
margarita
make it really
quickly.
quick.
I mean, maybe I'm losing a few seconds to be fair, but
Yeah.
the gain seems like, and I'm like,
Is it just margarita mix and the tequila? No, you have to do the
Triple
triple
sec.
sec and
Triple
and the
splash
salt
of orange.
and the
Orange
salt.
juice, lime.
but like that's nothing. And then you're like, how long is this margarita? Because we used to have not a lot of volume of business.
Yeah.
When's this margarita from? Or like, when's the last time you made a Long Island
yeah.
tub? You'd be like, oh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
was
know.
like,
that's and then you marry them. I'm sure. Like yeah, that's not great.
Yeah. So there's that. That's a problem.
Clearly, there's no like dating of the.
Oh no.
We
Yeah, people are
weren't
not
big on
signing
labels
up.
back before the security cameras existed and everything. I was never trained on labels. Hart was never trained on labels. So no.
I don't do labels.
That's how
We're
far it
getting
goes back, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
tradition.
yeah, you don't make a lot of you make what's on the menu. You don't have anything. You don't go off menu really.
Yeah. Oh, the golden time was when there was no menu. We got them to agree to just take menus off the table.
Yeah,
And it was just like, what do you guys drink when you go to a bar?
but then they'd say like a sambuca. Or
No, they wouldn't say like a margarita or Jack and Coke. I can't think of other
Old
drinks.
fashioned.
They can only think of things
Yeah.
they only order the weird shit we have because it's on the menu.
Right.
I mean, some of it is like they're gonna order it anyway, but like some of the stuff you're like,
There's not a lot of weird shit anymore, is there? Like there's like 3 types of
yeah,
margaritas
there's a
and 3
bourbon,
types of mule.
there's a whiskey sour with a splash of tonic.
A red-headed bull. That one's a little weird.
What's a red-headed bull? Is a Red Bull and
Like a cranberry Red Bull, basically, like a Red Bull with a splash of cran.
oh yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We used to have weirder drinks, I guess, but they would only sell because they're on the menu.
a red-headed bull. Very
It's great
very
when the
creative
guests,
naming that we have.
The
yeah.
guests love that name. They're like, can I get that? I'm like, oh.
All the mules, it's like nobody's ordering a this mule, that mule. If they want a mule, they're just gonna say Moscow Mule.
Yeah,
Right,
they're gonna say, "Can I
right.
get a Tito's mule?" I'm like, "Of course, it's not on there. It's French. Perfect." hmm
So I don't know. I
That's
guess
the
it's fine.
French mule. No,
But it's with Grey Goose,
With Grey Goose.
yeah, sure.
and they don't want that. They want Tito's.
yeah.
But at the table, you're losing time to the menu.
Yeah,
As a server, like when there are no menus, they're like, "Can I see a menu? Don't have them. Sorry, man. What can I get you?"
Yeah.
You're just moving, and it's
What
like,
do you
oh
like
yeah,
to
you're
drink?
yeah. What do
cruising."
you like to drink?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I used to
if
be
you
like,
drink, you drink.
guys, close your
right?
eyes. Close your eyes.
Yeah, but
we'll
some
do
people
an
don't.
exercise.
Yeah, some people need the menu because they don't drink. They're like, I'll have a beer.
I'm like,
Great, got you. Done.
what do you have on draft? I'm like, nothing.
Done. Done.
Nothing.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
In the front
Get
bar,
that a lot.
especially.
That was the worst
Oh,
era.
Yeah, talk about a fantasy draft.
Draft beer was the worst era.
All up top.
Yeah.
You gotta look up
Where
there.
was it?
There was a 2 keg cooler right where the left
Oh
side
yeah, we
sliding
did
door
have
cooler
draft
is.
beer.
Oh.
I remember
No,
loading
3
that
tap,
shit
2
in.
full-size kegs and a pony keg.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are guests that come here still remember that.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I'd spend 2 or 3 hours pouring beers a night.
They're like, I've
Is the bar
had
back?
one. I'm like, when?
Yeah.
When?
Well, yeah, but I mean, the building changes a lot, even though the outside doesn't, and so people are like, it's the same. Like people come in and go, it says 5 cents for entry. I go, that was painted in 1972. Like it's not. You don't. It's not the same.
Never heard that before.
Yeah, it's like on
Tiny
the
nickel.
no. It's probably it says like $5 or something like that. Maybe 10. But yeah, on the front of the OR entrance. And like yeah,
$5.
yeah, it's more than that now.
Yeah.
What do you think? Oh, nothing's changed. Just because we're late, like we don't paint over the pre-existing art, doesn't mean that it's not, yeah. Any like server nightmare stories that I asked you to write down?
I had one. Not a server nightmare, really. It's more of just a troubling customer, or one of those, one of those customers.
Yeah.
He mimicked me. So I couldn't hear him. Couldn't hear him. It was actually the night that you were seating and you gave me all those singles.
Oh, I like to Tetris everybody. Yeah, and honestly, I like to have people make new friends. I'll put I'll put 6 people at one table that are all individual. I go, talk amongst yourselves. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you guys are all together? They're like, nope. I'm like, oh.
You're such a
Really?
It sucks.
But they all fit better.
Yeah, it's good. It's just
Like,
server,
as a
6
server, I
tabs,
bet
one
that
table.
sucks. I'm sorry,
Right.
I'm not going to change that.
But also, they're not going to talk.
We know.
That's
yeah,
gonna be the least
so they mimicked you?
He mimicked me. So it was like, all right, I couldn't hear. So I was just like, what? Like I did one of these, and he was just like, what? Like that. And I was just like, okay, bud, I'll be right back. So he asked to close out, but that's what his, what he was trying to say. And every time I went by him, he was right in the front right near the piano. Every time he just asked me, can I close out? Can I close out? I was like, yep, come right up, bud. And I just never closed him out. Just kept on going, yep, come right, bud.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah, I'll be right back.
right
right back.
there, bud.
Oh,
and then just
I got
every
you.
time just call him bud. And then eventually I think he went to one of you guys. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure he stormed into the kitchen like, I'm looking for my tab.
Yeah.
He's standing by the
Well, yeah,
computer.
card? I don't know.
I tell him to stand right there, and it's just like, I'll get the card for you. You've obviously had a night. Like, so is your server. Like,
I just stare at him.
You did that to them. It's okay. We get it.
Yeah. Nightmares?
I have, I was writing people's orders on I have one of these books every day, and a guest pulled it out of my hand as I'm writing, and I just stopped. Like, I was dumbfounded. I'm like,
wow.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, I just wanted to see what you're writing. I'm like, okay,
like low-key assault.
Yeah, what? I'm like in the middle of it too. I'm like, oh yeah, oh okay, cool. And he's like,
what?
I just wanted to see what was going on. I can't remember.
Get out of this club.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I said. Get him out.
Get
that's
out
it. You're done.
of the building.
I was
Try
shocked.
again tomorrow,
It's
boss.
going to be a problem. If this is a problem for you, you've never been served.
And
like,
I hadn't
waited
even
like.
I hadn't even got to the part where I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to have your card in my pocket for hours. And I was like, I'll be right back. I was so shaky. I didn't know what to do.
It was the person you were taking the order from?
I was taking his order.
Jesus.
Him and his girlfriend. I'm like, okay. And I looked at her, I'm like, really? Really?
Yeah. And what did she...
Tell him something.
Yeah. And did she give you the, I'm
Oh,
sorry eyes?
Yeah,
like
she gave me the eyes like,
oh.
And I'm like, oh.
There's always one person in the partnership that's like someone's the problem and someone's apologizing.
They're like, I'm so sorry.
The apology person was like, couldn't you do better? Like, you seem fine. This person's the nightmare. Get out of here. Like, get out of this relationship.
Blink twice if you need help.
Yeah, right. One of those things.
Oh, man.
For sure. Nightmare bartending stories? Serving stories? Any fights you had to break up?
Sir, I mean, I had a guy in the mail. He's like, "Hey, I want to go," and I'm like, "All right, well, it's 2 drinks, and you got 1 drink, and you're with 2. You need whatever." And he's like, "All right, man, I want to close out, and I want to go." And I was like, "Okay, what do you want? Bottles of water?" He's like, "Give me my car, man. I need to go."
In the room?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yelling. He's like, "Give me your manager." I was like, "Hey, man, sit down. If I get my manager,
it's gonna be worse for you.
It's not good. It's not. It's Richie tonight, so
yeah,
just relax.
HR department.
Yeah,
just relax.
Be cool.
Hey, relax.
Yeah.
You just gotta get 2 drinks. I got your card. I'm like, relax. He's like, you can't hold me hostage. Just like,
Hold you.
take a bottle of water. It's 2 drinks. I don't know. People are nuts. People just get worried. They freak out when you won't give them the card right away, and you're like, well, I gotta go ring it up. I keep it on me for safety, right? So I gotta go slide it. Give it to me.
Yeah, but it's hard as a person who has trust issues with people or whatever. It's like, I don't want to give you shit. Look at you.
We used to have
here.
We used to have computer. You
I'm gonna
authorize.
authorize you.
Place? What? Are you kidding me?
When I started, we had
you
mobile
were sweating in the well the other day. I was I
yeah.
gave you a rag. I was like, Vinny needs to. This is if
Yes.
health and safety came in right now.
104 degrees.
Oh, dude, when I used to do the belly room, I had 22 drinks on the tray, and I'd just be like dripping into them. And I'd be like, this is questionable at best. And,
Oh, no,
and
not
I'm like,
questionable.
I'm
This
like kneeling
has
down
gone
between
past,
people,
yeah.
and I'm like handing drinks out, and I'm just like, you guys see me?
Yeah, you know what you're
We
getting.
can all do the math here. This is nuts. And it was so hot up there. You know, the air conditioning's better
yeah.
now than it was, but
their AC keeps going in and out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, that's what we should focus. We need to focus on getting good mics, getting the air working.
they don't care.
And, yeah.
Those stairs lit on fire once. They didn't stop the show.
For which ones?
The belly room, little lights on the stairs going down from the balcony down.
Yeah.
They like started to smoke, and I like ran out like, Adam, we need a fire extinguisher, fire upstairs. He's like, oh, come on, dude. There's a fire. There's smoke. He's like, oh, man.
Where's the fire? It's like
serious?
literally over there.
Yeah, the
Right
belly room, the
there.
stairs. And the comics are still going. They don't care. And everybody's like, it's burning fire.
Yeah.
It's wild.
One time before the belly room neon sign had a protective plastic cover over it, I was talking to somebody and he just kind of flung his hand up and hit the neon and it broke. And there was the electric gas like shooting into the wall, and it was starting to spark up. And I went, I'm not waiting, not questioning. Grab the fire extinguisher up there, and just like yeah. And it was still on and like sparking, so we had to find the fuse, and it would flame up every once in a while. I go again, like just douse it. It's yeah. I think I've used the fire extinguisher twice here. I'm trying to. I'm definitely. Yeah, that was one. I can't even remember.
Wasn't the main room on fire too, or something?
I'm
Months ago,
sure.
Yeah.
smoking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Reeked of smoke.
You guys remember when that light was missing in the back? The entrance, there was no light at all. Everybody just fell for like.
Oh,
I just sit back there and be like, dude, don't do that.
Middle of somebody's set.
I've seen a girl like fly, like hit the thing and just.
Oh
I'm
god.
like,
And
"Aw,
even when
babe,
the
I'm
light
so
is on,
sorry."
Yeah, they still
and I've said, watch your step, and they go, thank you.
Yep, boom.
And then Polly or somebody's on
like-
stage and it's like an abyss. And you're like,
Yeah. All your arguments are-
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's
Well,
over.
Paulie doesn't want to see the crowd or whatever.
And Argus too. It's dark.
Well, Argus gets the single spot. That's different. And
Yeah.
like Paulie like has
It's
it black
black,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever been there with all the lights off. It is darker. It's darker. Oh no. Okay. Sorry, this is unprofessional. I got a call coming in.
oh man.
Hey, you've got Luke. I'm doing the Doorcast.
Hey there, it's Argus Hamilton.
Oh, hey, Argus.
Oh.
Argus, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, buddy, feeling good? I just want to call down and get my avails for the week.
Oh, we're not, Argus. We're not doing avails right now. I'm doing the Comedy Store Doorcast.
Since it's a late week, it was no Monday. I'm gonna need another gig, one more spot up on Friday.
Right. Again, you'll have to take this up with avails on next Monday. You can get your spot back.
Oh,
But,
okay,
yeah.
okay. You said you're doing a Doorcast.
Yeah, I'm here with a bunch of like servers and bartenders. You want to thank them for anything in particular? or-
Oh, bartenders, I'll go ahead and thank them for that damn ruining half my life.
Okay, yeah. I guess it was their fault, huh?
Definitely.
Yeah, I go up there, buddy. I go up that bar down there in the back of the Comedy Store, and after a while, this one woman started serving me hand sanitizer.
Okay, and you didn't. Was that not good?
Once I found out about that, let's just say they had to do some repairs on the wall.
Look at what you're using the hand sanitizers like a drinking fountain or something.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Okay, I guess we'll leave it at that then, Argus.
So, since I got you on the line, I got to try one out on you guys. You gotta know, I'm always doing my jokes. About
You are
the
doing
news.
all the newest, oldest stuff. Yeah, that's
So
true.
I got one about the news. I figured I'd give you guys today, just a little freebie. Come down to the show.
Okay, let's hear it.
So they just found a gentleman. A gentleman was in another country. He's the first person to have tested positive for HIV, COVID-19, and monkeypox all at the same time.
Okay, wow.
And that just gave me hope that somewhere out there, maybe our beloved piano player Jeff Scott was still with us.
Well, I don't think Jeff is still around, but
You never know, buddy, with how.
And I don't know if the joke will work
reincarnation
because
and spiritual
you're telling it to people who maybe don't know Jeff Scott. You know, like the audience doesn't really know Jeff Scott as as much as the employees
so
did.
If I had to say before that he lived a type of lifestyle that wasn't approved by All Saints Episcopal in Beverly Hills.
yeah, that I guess not. Yeah,
Maybe I'd have to tell him he was stricken
yeah,
with the HIV/AIDS virus.
yeah. Any questions for Argus while we got him?
A little bit of a setup there, I guess. I'm going to use it a
No.
little bit there.
I got nothing for it.
No, everyone's dumbfounded. You really crushed Argus, and I'm not taking avails, so please don't ask me for that again. But it was so nice talking to you.
All right, hey, okay.
Okay. Thanks for calling in. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Argus.
Hey, anytime. You know I love you. I love you guys. You go out there and you give them love, and they give it right back to you. That's what a good friend of mine used to say. Charlie Hill, Native American comedian.
Yeah.
He used to just come out and say, you know
Never
what?
get this
You
guy
know
off
what
the
I
phone.
learned on the reservation. You give them love, they give it right back to you.
Okay. Well, thank you, and you certainly don't have any reservations. You don't hold back at all.
No.
Okay. Well, thanks, Argus. We'll see you tonight.
Bye, Argus.
All right, sounds good, buddy.
I'm so sorry. That was so unprofessional. I just I
sounds
feel
good.
bad. I have to take his I have to take his calls because who knows. Yeah. He goes jogging every night. Like he just.
Are you
never know.
his emergency contact?
I don't think I'm the first one.
But you're down the list.
Have you ever seen Argus jogging? Sometimes I used to have to drive west to go home, and he's like a specter out there. Kind of just he puts on his tight high jogging shorts. You don't know this? He jogs
No.
every
He just,
night at like 11 or 12 p.m. 12 a.m. 11 p.m.
Whoa.
midnight.
About to go 5 miles.
Yeah, and he runs his 5 miles, and he
leaves
he looks all sweaty. Yeah,
That's stress.
and he gets he gets undressed
Yeah.
because he's in a
I'm
suit.
just in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like he's
Down.
pale as the specter of death, and he rides his white horse, and he's running down Sunset on the big medians they have there in down there in Beverly Hills. Yeah,
He was probably a competitive runner in college, right? He's got the look.
something like that. Yeah, Chariots of Fire style.
His heart's still going, so
Yeah,
got
I
started
introduced
somewhere.
myself to him when I first started. Oh, hi, I'm Aimee. And he's like, hi, nice to meet you. All right, Diane. Walks away.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay.
yeah.
And then
that's
the next time he goes,
it-
hey, Becky. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Aimee, it's all good. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? It's all good.
Yeah, that is good. It
it's
is all
fine.
good. It is fine. Uh-oh. Now this is just an emergency alert.
Oh, boy.
Are we all going to get this
Yeah.
now?
Extreme heat is straining the state energy grid. Yeah,
I'm on Do Not Disturb.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
airplane
right.
mode?
I
Yeah,
did
you're-
get the alert, though.
well, I'm an emergency contact, so I have to stay. I have to stay
No.
abreast.
You're a responsible man.
Oh, there's someone else is doing it. Yeah.
It's airplane.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I'd love to hear some more server horror stories. I'd love to hear any you got from people that just couldn't get it, didn't have a clue.
I had one on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
A guy brings out his phone, and I was like, oh, you got to just, you got to put it away, okay? And he goes, oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in kindergarten. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Honestly, yes, bitch.
I'm like, no, you're not allowed to, And he goes, fine. So he throws it on the floor.
Good.
Okay. Yeah.
That's mine now.
Perfect. Yeah. I'm like, I'm putting it in the office. You're never going to find it.
Yeah.
And then Leslie Jones comes up and he goes, oh, he got so excited. He went to go get his phone. He didn't think I was going to be right. I was literally walking right behind him.
Nice.
And he's like this. And he goes, and I'm like, what did I say? And he goes, oh, and he threw it on the floor again. I'm like, seriously?
That's how.
Take it.
I'm not your teacher. I'm not going to take your phone, but put it away.
You should. You are
Gosh.
teacher. We are all teacher in that room. And kindergarten teacher, not that far off. This is adult summer camp kind of vibes of you need to get in line, buddy. But once you're in line, it's so easy and good. It's so fine. Just don't take pictures.
After he goes, I need another old fashioned. I'm like,
we have 4 photographers here. They're going to take pictures. You can say you were there.
You'll find the picture. You will.
I'm
I
sorry
promise.
if it's not. Just enjoy the experience. Yeah. Scolding people is great. I mean, yeah, I've told this so many times on the pod, but like a woman was stamping her foot, like, I want to close out my tab. Stamping her
Like a
foot.
tantrum.
And I was like, okay, what do you think an adult would do in this situation? That's pretty good. That'll shut someone
the
down.
best.
It's like,
That's
there's
the
no
best.
coming back on
There was a good unruly customer duo, and it was Richie and security had him pinned in the parking lot. And the guy's screaming, "You don't know who my dad is.
Oh,
you
that's
don't know.
great.
You never." Richie was happier than when his first kid was born. This guy.
Richie's not happy unless he's choking someone out somewhere.
I'm out there like little Looney Bin myself, being like, you gotta, it ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna, don't fight your way out of this. You relax.
Sorry, I need you to sign this. And 18% is customary.
Yeah.
Like-
the gratuity is added. Just
Just right there on the line. Thank you.
you ever kick someone out, remove someone, fought someone here?
Here, no.
Great.
that's
Yeah.
the door guy job.
Yeah, that is true.
I
Yeah.
usually just get you guys,
Yeah.
or security.
Now security, yeah,
Security. But
that's great.
What is one thing you want all customers to like know coming into the building? Like, what do you think would help them?
where the bathroom is.
Yeah, we tell them that. And it's really hard, I guess. It's where the bathroom always is, in the back
Yeah.
of
Right.
every
and
place.
Where are you at that you don't find the restroom in the back? I don't understand.
Yeah.
You can't find the signs either. They're glowing.
Yeah.
The one in the hallway, I
Dark
understand.
room.
The one in the hallway is like a little
Yeah,
tiny guy.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, when people come down the belly room stairs into the kitchen and they just kind of go, Am I
Am I in the wrong spot?
Am I in the wrong
are
spot?
you
Did I
serious?
time travel?
Yeah. No, you're here right on time. Put on an
All
apron.
right, come on.
Get to
Here's a
work.
tray. Take it upstairs. Let's go.
Did I come up this way?
Yeah.
No.
Did
Did you see any of
No,
those?
yeah.
fucking moron?
Like, you don't remember an hour ago? What happened? Oh my goodness.
You walked out the back of a room.
Right.
I-
Yeah, and like the way that like it just and like clearly there's no one else there, and then you come into all employees and like it's like, do I order drinks here?
You walk
Oh,
through a
that's
cloud
the-
of weed
that
smoke.
is the
Jesus Christ. Oh,
worst.
come to my bar and order a drink.
Yeah.
I saw you like
Oh man.
I have to
I saw you
find out.
admonish someone the other day. You're like, get out of here, go away. You were like, yeah. Rob was like yelling at just some random customer. And he's like, I just want to order a drink. He goes, I don't care what you want. He's like,
must
this
have
is
been
not
busy.
the spot. This
you were
is not the
busy.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, tickets everywhere.
Because the other bartender, whoever was working, was like, no, you can't. No, man, sorry.
Oh,
you can't.
yeah. So, yeah. I might
And then
have
Rob
stopped
steps
that.
in, get out of here.
No time for this.
Yeah.
All right, they
No
stand
time.
by,
Here's a bottle
by
of
my
tickets.
glassware and they like look at me and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, can I help you? But I have to like make sure they're not a paid regular I don't know. I'm like, hey man, what's up? Who are you? They're like, oh, can I get a drink here? I'm like, I don't think so. Like, like, who are you? What are you? Like, oh, I'm in the nope, out, bye, guy, bye.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Yeah.
I'm already dealing with a lot here.
Yeah, any folk,
Yeah,
like,
there's already.
here's-
like,
I got Christine looking at all my tickets.
am I up next? Am I up next? Am I up next?
Christine's on the edge of her seat a lot, and it's like it's gonna. You make the most money here. Like you're gonna be fine.
Listen, I'll move Christine up if it's a question because I know she's going to be here for her tickets.
Yeah.
So like,
That's true. And she puts them in fast.
Yeah,
one
she
after the
does.
other.
and,
Right.
and she listens to them. I'm like, these won't be yours. She's like, oh, okay.
Okay, and stand back.
That's
and that's
great.
it.
Yeah. One thing. So stuff that customers shouldn't do that you see all the time happening. That's a good question. Like ordering at the back bar. Like what do you see them doing
In the
that
middle
you're
of the show, and they're trying to help you bust the table, and they smack the glasses together. I hate that so much. I'm like, leave it on. This is my job. I will pick up I will hand you your new one. I will pick up the old one.
Yeah, because then
Have you been anywhere?
It's stuff you're moving two moving parts.
Yeah,
and, you're gonna,
and then the comedian like they hit and it's supposed to be like, and they're like clank. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Echo.
servers actually caring about the show is very refreshing. I have to be honest. It's good.
Oh yeah, I want it to be a great show in there, and like you don't interrupt and stop talking. So
Talking
you
is
pay
worse.
to not talk for a few hours. Like
Yeah,
if it's a first date, don't bring them here. You guys are gonna want to get to know each other, okay?
yeah.
For a few hours, stop. You know, it's so annoying. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey.
No, I'll walk over and I'll shush people, and they'll look at me and they go, "You." You.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am a kindergarten.
I just
teacher.
go, hey.
I'll shame.
hey.
I'll shame you.
Great teacher.
I'll shame. Yeah, and I'll go, "Hey, stop talking." You, and they'll go, "What?" And I go, "What you're doing right now?
Yeah, you got it.
Don't talk."
Yeah.
They're like, "I'm helping." I go, Now you're out. Now you gotta go. You're helping. This place that's been running fine, you're helping?
That's fine. That's fine.
We got the formula down. Okay, it's comedian and audience. That's what it is.
And bartenders arguing with servers in the back.
Yeah.
We've got it.
We've
Yeah.
got it down, okay?
Yeah. We don't have it, but you definitely don't have it. There's a lot.
You're definitely not helping, okay? In the belly room, when they move the chairs that are in the center more into the center, so you can't even walk
Oh, that'd be a
through.
don't move the chairs. The chairs were placed there specifically to be
Right.
there.
There's this,
Barely make enough room for yourself. to
yeah, they placed a,
Yeah, I try to take up as little room as you can. If you're a customer, I know it's uncomfortable. You will be more comfortable than if the server keeps kicking your foot every time on purpose.
Or
I'm
chair.
like-
Just right
Yeah.
the chair.
with my shoulder. I'm
Stage a
shoulder
fall.
checking you every time I walk
Stick
by.
out the elbows. If they
Yeah.
don't move. Oh,
Exactly.
Really? I would stage an empty tray fall.
all day.
Trip in the room.
Oh, that's intense. Yeah, I will. If
I love that.
If I see someone in the aisle, I'll go talk to the piano and I'll kick the leg of their chair
Yeah,
on purpose,
exactly.
and then kick it on the way back too, and then like just to be like, oh, this is in the way a little, and I'll just say that. Yeah.
One guy goes, "They sat me here." I was like, "You sat yourself. You moved the chair over."
Yeah.
Oh. I'm like, yeah. Dude. You want to move up there to the balcony?
Yeah, and also
Like-
sometimes oh my god, I had customers recently like move chairs around and stuff, and I was like, guys, I told you not to move the chairs. They're like, you sat us here. I go, I know what I did. This wasn't it.
They make
When
like
they
a
move the-
semicircle with the tables in front, like everybody's.
They moved the front chair like this with their back towards the stage. I'm like,
Oh
are
my
you here
God.
for a show or talk to your friend?
That's a weird one.
That's
Oh,
when
that's
you see that, you're like, this is
But it's like
You're not
before
here
the
for
show
this.
has started and the piano is playing and whatever, and you turn your chair around like fully, your back's to the stage, and you're like, I wonder how this is gonna go. Are they
not
gonna
in my
turn it
section.
around, or are they just
Nope.
gonna?
You're gonna ask me
figure
for
it out?
automatically.
menu.
You're turning back around. I don't care.
and we're the bathroom.
Yeah, we're not doing this.
God.
Down the stairs to the right. Okay, turn your chair. Let's go. We don't have time.
It's next door, and you're not allowed back in. That's where the bathroom is.
Did you guys ever drop a tray down the belly room stairs?
Oh, I just did the other day.
It's the loudest
Saturday.
tray in the world.
Oh yeah, that can be
good.
heard throughout the building
Oh, yeah.
for sure. Yeah, Merv will go like, "Whoa, that's loud." So you know it's a loud thing.
He
Yeah,
goes, they're coming back. I'm like, oh my.
It's an empty feeling.
Yeah.
Standing at the top of those stairs, looking down at all your broken glass.
and the
Oh,
stairs get
especially-
sticky.
Stairs are gross.
You got almost
The garnish has made it all the way down somehow.
Oh sure, yeah. God, what a bummer. Any closing thoughts on this? Any stories you didn't get out you want to get out? Talking about heart stories, Huck stories, first time here stories. I usually shout out Aimee on this, but I guess you're here now, so like whatever.
Here I am,
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, is that your impression of me? Is
Yeah.
like Luke is, or whatever?
Or whatever.
I'll say a declarative statement or whatever.
He goes, he said something. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have fun. And then I was like, or whatever.
Yeah,
You know.
and
no.
that was
Yeah.
and I wondered
Okay.
if that was a dig.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a dig.
You're like, you're gonna be on the podcast. I'm like, cool. And you go, or whatever. I'm like, I'm excited, and I just threw up because I'm so happy. And you're like, oh, fuck, no one cares. I'm like, great.
I like to tamp down excitement expectations. Everyone,
He's like,
calm
chill,
down.
chill.
Everyone, chill out.
It's gonna be
nice.
fine.
Yeah.
Not gonna be that much fun. It's fine.
Did you see anything? I feel pretty good. It was a good episode.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody for being on.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Yeah, Vinny, do you have anything to plug or anything?
No, I mean, to the customers, just talk less, know where the bathroom is, and listen to these guys.
We'll tell you where the bathroom is.
Yeah,
That's
don't-
half my job
don't
is
just-
telling you before and after.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Aimee?
No. AK_Murr on everything.
Sure. Rob?
Hopefully
Hopefully this callback works
I got
for you
a
tomorrow.
sick callback for this non-union commercial.
Yeah.
Woo.
Get it?
I'm
Okay, for a non
at RobVG on Instagram.
Okay.
Rob the waitress on Twitter. Haven't logged in a few years, but
Yeah.
fired up at any time. You don't know.
I don't think it's still. I wonder if it's still there. You
Oh,
got
it is.
locked
They
out.
asked me, like, everyone says, is this still your email address?
Oh, wow.
Yes,
nice.
it is.
Rob, though, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
Rob,
log
you
into that
might
email
see
address,
me-
but it is that one.
Might see me on Rob's Instagram tomorrow. We're going golfing unless he gets the call back. We'll see.
Ooh, well,
Oh, you did get the call.
yeah, they haven't scheduled it yet.
You haven't scheduled it. Okay,
So I'll play
cool.
some of the golf regardless.
Yeah.
You might have to check me in.
Hit a few holes.
I'm at Luke Does Stuff on Twitter. I'm verified, less than 2,000 followers. Cannot crest that hill. I went up to 1999, and then I'm back down. So some cowards unfollowed me, and that's fine.
Wow.
I'll
I can
follow
follow
you
you. I'll
again.
log in. I'll figure it out.
Oh, did you unfollow?
I'm
Oh, that's
kidding.
really funny. You got me with that. I was like, whoa. In front of me? To my face. And to Aimee?
Just now.
Do it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't follow the Up Next showcase anymore. Just tip at the door when you come to the Comedy Store. Mention the Doorcast. Wednesday show should be free. Shout out to Tony in the booth. Sorry I was so harsh to you earlier, but it's going to be fine. Just get this out today. I swear to God, I'll be so mad. And thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hey.